Hey, what's up? Welcome to Soul Fitness Divas. You divas, I hope you are well. I hope that you are honoring your temple. I know it's been a long time. I don't know if I've got the camera right, but I'm in my car. And I haven't done any videos for a while, but I just want to say that, sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to rest, because that's one of the things that I've been doing. I'm still doing, the raw food diet. Still doing the juice feasting. Still, trying to detox. And I've gone through these phases where my knees, I go to another level, because in my other videos I talk about the arthritis and how the juicing just totally changed my life. And how, I was led to that spiritually or synchronistically. And, how I couldn't climb stairs. And I lost my ability to work out at all, and then being able to discover something so simple, just through nature, being able to discovering that and having it affect my life so profoundly and so, in a healing way. But, one of the things that I've noticed is that, I've had to rest. And as I've learned about detoxification, it happens on more than one level. It doesn't just happen, just physically, and it's not about just going to the health food store and taking a pill or taking a powder and, oh, I'm detoxified. I mean, there's so much, because you've got your junk that they've been feeding. Well, they started feeding you, whether they didn't know any better, but they're feeding you this junk, when you're a kid, and then, you don't know any better, and then you just fall into this lifestyle, and then you're an adult, and then you think that that's normal, but, you're fat, you're unfit, you're unhealthy. Even if you're not fat, I mean, you may have conditions, and, you're having to take pills for it, and so many people, there's just too many testimonies out there. Dr. Roz is out there promoting juicing, and it just goes on and on and on. You can do the research, but my point, if I haven't lost my place here, is that, the detoxing, it's just multi-level. And, I believe that it's also spiritual. And while your body, you have to use up all this energy just to go through it. And by using up all that energy, for you to be running around all over the place, going to the gym and doing this and doing that, sometimes, what goes along with the detoxification, it's a spiritual thing where you're processing, you're processing, traumas, emotions, things that have happened to you in childhood, things that have happened, from relationships, getting free from soul ties, and it's just a purging that goes on more than one level than just the physical. And it takes energy to go through all that stuff. So I've gone through these periods where I just have had no energy to go to the gym, no energy to take a walk. And I even had this experience recently, very recently, where out of nowhere, and brace yourselves, this might be gross for some people, but I'm just going to be honest. I did some research about it, but anyway, let me just tell you what it was. I went through a very strange experience where I wasn't sick. I didn't have a fever. I didn't have a cold. I didn't have a flu. I didn't have anything. And I had this spontaneous vomiting. And then after, I was on the floor between bouts, and I hadn't been eating junk. I'd been doing green juices and juicing and, you know, the raw salads, and that's what I was doing. And out of nowhere, I woke up in my sleep, you know, and I didn't even have any nausea. It was the weirdest thing, and I had to like run from a dead sleep to the bathroom, and it was just coming up. So I did some research, and what I found was that spiritually, you know, when you're detoxing, you know, you're getting rid of old cells, old junk in your DNA, you know, just on the physical level, you know, old cells, debris, you know, garbage that your body is releasing, you know, from all the detoxing that you're doing. And you will vomit sometimes, just out of nowhere. You'll just go through this vomiting thing where, and it brought me to a place after I went through it where, you know, I mean, my stomach was really hurting afterwards because it was just coming up and coming up and coming up. It just would not quit. And again, I didn't have a flu, I didn't have a cold, I didn't have anything like that. But I had this amazing spiritual breakthrough after that. You know, it was a couple of days. You know, I've been going for massage therapy. I went to a healing prayer service that was absolutely amazing, and you know, I just felt this cleansing when I went to the altar, you know, to be prayed for. You know, and this is after the vomiting. I mean, I literally felt a shift or a change in the atmosphere. And no, I don't have any scientific proof for all you know, scientifically minded people out there. You know, I respect that, you know, there's no proof for any of this stuff. But just anyway, for people who are believers, you know, detox is multi-level. It is multi-level. Anyway, I stepped, as I stepped to the altar area, it just changed. I could feel this. It was like stepping into another realm. It was just so healing. That's what followed. Then I had other things follow where I'm not gonna, you know, these videos are, you know, I don't want to take up all your time or, you know, have the video run on for too long. But, you know, detox, it's many levels. It's so many levels. And there have been other breakthroughs. So back to my physical health, I just turned on some YouTube videos in my favorites, you know, of Soul Train and all my favorite old school jams just the other day. And I'm doing things with my knees. Now, it's like, how do you go from not working out for a long period of time because, you know, your body is like, you know, shedding all of this stuff and it is using its energy to do all of that, and you're wondering, well, why can't I go to the gym? Why don't I have the energy? And then, you know, you have this experience where you have this purging, and then you have this, you know, this spiritual experience at the altar, and then all of a sudden you're doing things with your knees, you know, at an even higher level than the last time you worked out. So it's like, here I am, I'm working out, and I'm doing things that I couldn't do, but then I'm knocked down, and I have to rest. And then when I come back, then I'm doing even more than I did that last time, and then I'm out again. And then I come back, and I'm doing even more, and even more, and even more. You know, and so here I am, I'm jamming, you know, I've got Soul Train playing, I've got the old school playing, and I'm just like using my knees, and I'm just, you know, dancing, and it's like, where did this come from? And I guess it's just some strange healing process. It's just the way, it's happening in levels. So I hope that made any sense. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this or not, but, you know, detox symptoms, other detox symptoms, I mean, you know, obviously, people, go to the bathroom and they get rid of, strange fecal matter, just stuff coming out of them that just they didn't know was there. They'll break out. Their skin will break out. And it's the body purging, because what happens is the toxins get held in your fat tissue to protect you from all the stuff that you've built up over the years, through drugs, medications, through, eating Farmageddon foods, factory farm foods, the Monsanto stuff, and, just eating all the stuff. And then your body, it shows up in all these different ways. Rashes, some conditions will feel like they're getting worse, and then you have this breakthrough. But you got to do the research. I've bought yet another juicing and detoxing book by the Juice Lady. I don't have it with me, but right now I'm actually studying. I've got 3 courses going on. But anyway, I'm just this is my rant. I haven't done a video for a while, and I haven't been working out, and I'm seeing this purging, cleansing, shedding thing happening, and I'm just amazed. I'm really, really amazed that I was able to dance like that and able to use my knees like that. And, my kids came over, my son and his girlfriend came over, and they walked through the door, and they were dancing with me, and I was doing things that I couldn't do. And I was dancing for a long time. I mean, we were dancing for like an hour. No knee pain. No knee pain. That would have been impossible. And it surpassed all the things that I've done. In between time, during those waves, those intervals where, I could work out, the leg press machine, cycling again, stepping up. How you have the video, not the video, the aerobic steps at the gym, and that you can stack them up, and there's like, up to 4. Well, each time I've come out of this, it's like, okay, I had to do the first, level, the first height, and then the second height, then the third height, and then the 4th height, and then I'm cycling, and now I'm dancing, and it is amazing, looking back on all of this, and, making the connection with the spiritual and, purging, emotional stuff. So, I want to say something else before I close the video, or before I turn off the camera. Don't be gung-ho. Well, actually, it depends on what you want. Some people, they'll do the detoxing, and they will, try to do too much all at once. After that vomiting fit that I went through, my body is telling me right now to eat mainly fruit. To just eat a lot of fruit, a lot of fruit, a lot of fruit. Not even so much the leafy greens anymore. The juices, I'm juicing carrots, I'm juicing, apple with the carrot, I'm juicing ginger, I'm juicing lime. I'll even juice, citrus like lemon and lime, and then just, fill it up, the rest of it with water, and, that is also detoxifying, as well as just doing, a juice recipe. So that's what I'm doing. And those are my results. That's my progress. And I'm frustrated because I want to get to that place where I have the energy to work out the way that I did before. But my body's got to go through this process. My, emotions, my spiritually, I have to go through this process, before I can even get to a place where I'm hitting the weights heavy like I used to, and, looking the way I want to. But, I haven't gained any more weight. My weight is still good. I'm wearing a size 8. And, but I'm flabby in places where, once this process is finally over, you know, I'll be able to tone up and tighten up and build the muscle up. But right now, it just, you know, sometimes you gotta rest. Sometimes you gotta rest. And, you know, don't feel bad about it. And don't confuse it with being lazy and I don't want to go to the gym, because, you know, there's a big difference between that and really knowing that your body is telling you to rest. And the occasional walk. I do take the occasional walk, but I feel like I'm on an up point right now. And I hope I'm right. And if I'm not, then, you know, it's like the serenity prayer. You know, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And with that, I'm going to close the video. I hope that you're blessed. Remember to honor your temple, you know, no matter where you are with this whole whole foods detoxing, honoring your temple, no matter where you are. You know, I wish you the best, and I will see you next time. You take care. Bye-bye.